Off to go and see what, if anything, I can persuade to have a go on a little dry fly this evening. Right, I'm going to try really close in. Before I do any of that, I'm going to do the right thing with regard to my leader and degrease it. So let's give that a go, because that is, after all, the right thing to do. There are millions of tiny little fish just there. Don't know if you can see it. They'll be rising. They're rising every so often, and they are incredibly hard to hit. I suspect that they're grayling, but they could easily be dace. Right. Degreasy, 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 degreasy. This is rescued Fuller's Earth. So I don't know how effective it is. It's better than nothing though. So just really short range to start with, to see what happens. I'm fishing a clink hammer, size 16, from Sean's recommendation. Why do people start with size 12s? I'm just trying a bit further up because nothing is rising down here. And I've just seen something rise further up there. So maybe they'll rise. Oh yeah, first cast, tiny fish. Oh, come on. It's difficult to keep up with it. I suspect grayling, but let's find out if it hasn't fallen off. Oh no, look at that. That might even be dace. No, it's grayling. Oh, you poor little thing. Just a second. Wet my hands. Right. Tiny little grayling. Still, clink hammer's proved more effective than the sedge patterns I tried last night. Well, let's hope there's some bigger fish around than that. But even so. By the way, this is a new venture called I'm Fishing Because You Can't. So I'm doing it for you. I'm not doing it for myself. Oh, there are small fish rising. Oh, that was a better fish. And that is drifting out towards it. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that was a trout and I struck too soon, didn't I? I didn't say God bless you. I was used to the grayling takes and the dace takes, and I just felt it for a second there. How frustrating is that? They're clearly... Oh, there's another one. I think that's another trout. Oh God, I just pricked something else. Okay. New small clink hammer tied on. Leader freshly degreased. Let's try this out. Oh look, there are some big fish rising there. Something rose with it. But I was either too slow or it missed it or it turned back. Oh, another tiny little fish. Another tiny little grayling. Come here. There we go. Those are little grayling. They're not dace, they're grayling, and they're quite hard to hit, so I'm really very clever. Right, just go and wet my hands. back you go. Right, okay. And I want that trout. There's a nice rise just about where my fly is. My fly is going over it now. Oh. And it sank just at the appropriate time. Normally I'd be kneeling down, but it's wet and I'm very lazy. I should be fishing a nymph. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? And that sunk almost straight away after all that false casting. So I think it's time. Oh, there's a fish. Arrowing up from somewhere. Okay, so I have changed to a hare's ear, bodied hare's ear type fly. Just going to try drifting it across and down. They've just started up to rise. Oh yes, look, they're rising again. I should have been more patient. No. Well, I'm not going to give this much of a go, given that they are actually rising all over the fucking shop. Well, if anything was going to catch one, it would have been that. Okay, let's try up here again. Oof. I really hope you saw that. There's still the odd fish rising. I mean, it's not a minnow. And I put on another clink. So let's just see if I can see it. There, I can see it. Will anything have it? It's now absolutely sodden. Light levels are so low and my eyesight's so rubbish. Oh, see, that's what happens if you keep false casting. Eventually, you do that. I just don't know whether it's even floating. Oh, yeah, that's better. I guess it was floating then. You are a very troubled trout, or grayling. Now where have you gone? Oh, that's well played, Ben. That's a grayling. Quite a big one as well. For this, oh no, it's not. God, fish identification skills, 0. That is my first proper dry fly caught wild brown trout this year. Wet hands. Right, look at you. Come on, there we go. Beautiful. What a lovely little fish. That's a rise. Oh, that was a rise. Don't know whether it was to my fly though. No, they really have stopped giving it a go, haven't they? But I know what to start with tomorrow. The clink hammer.